When you hear about Black Lives Matter protests, they're out talking about let's divest from law enforcement and reinvest or invest in education. And I'm wondering if you would agree that too many young people are coming in contact with the criminal justice system too early.
It's a problem that we have, and there's no question about it. 2 million Americans are incarcerated, the highest incarceration rate in the world. And I have been to some of these prisons. I have talked to prisoners at Old Lorton Prison in Washington. I've been to a prison in Colorado where 15-year-olds were putting in with adult criminals and long terms of punishment. These kids cannot come out safely and go back into society. So this has to be fixed. But at the same time, we have to find a way to keep our children from doing anything that gets them into the criminal justice system. That's what America's Promise is about. If you give kids adults who care about them, I had adults who cared about me, my 2 parents, but all my Jamaican relatives in the South Bronx. I mean, they watched out for us kids, and if you ever did anything wrong, you were gonna get it. The promises that we're talking about is one way to keep our kids away from the criminal justice system. But at the same time, you can't say we should disinvest the criminal justice, police and courts. They're there not just to protect white folks, they're there to protect black folks as well. And you tell a black community leader that we're not gonna, the police aren't gonna be around. Whoa, wait a minute. What they want is fair and balanced justice treatment for all Americans.
Well, I would ask, one way to get to that fair and just treatment has been what the federal government has done for probably the last 20 years, which is negotiate with police departments for reform agreements, or what we know as consent decrees. And what we know now is that the current Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, is going to ask for a review of all consent decrees that have been negotiated in the past. Do you think that's in conflict with the goal of keeping kids safe?
It depends on what he does with his review of the consent agreements. I mean, I think he will have to deal with each state and each community, and he'll have to deal with the public. They'll be watching this very, very closely. So it's too early to make a judgment on what Judge Sessions might do, or Attorney General Sessions might do. So let's just watch very carefully. And if people think that what he is doing is inconsistent with what we need to be doing, then I hope we will speak out. I hope Congress will play a more significant role. I worry more about Congress than I do the cabinet or individual cabinet members.